Good morning, afternoon, evening, folks, wherever you may be. Adam Gilson here with Modern Foos, coming to you live from the 2023 Beatdown here in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. Got some finals action for you here on pit table number 1. This is Draw Your Partner Final. On the right-hand side, that's Tommy Yore. Up front, at net, Jeffrey Kobal. On the left-hand side, up front, Ivan Klenovskiy. At back, Tommy Brewer. That's a 2 out of 3. And... yeah. Clay, Toomey. What do you think about this one?
I think that's 1-0. So a lot of what we saw work for Ivan and Tommy in the previous match, not going to work here. I think Tommy's defense is superior, and on the 5-bar, and I think that he's not going to get passed on, even though he does get passed on early here. That's going to change real fast, I think. And also, Tommy's options in the back are not limited necessarily, but Tommy Yore will know very quickly what to allow and what to block. And then Tommy Brewer is going to have to make a decision. Am I going to be hard-headed and try to shoot through this, or am I going to find some other options? I do think Kobal on the right side is a little bit of a wild card. I don't know that I have a lot of experience watching him play. He cleared the ball here. If he clears, they win. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah.
He clears there. Tommy picks it up on the 3-bar and scores it. That's how that'll go if he clears the ball. And his defense, I won't say it doesn't matter, because obviously it's great when you can block the opposing 3-bar. But that is the least of his worries. He needs to be able to clear the ball and keep out the junk. And no big deal right there that he got scored on. You know, Ivan is a good shooter. He's going to score. And you have an offensive powerhouse as a forward if you're Jeffrey Kobal. So don't worry about, being the hero in the back. Just keep out the trash and send the ball up the table, and you have a partner who can literally go dead bar, as he did right there.
That is so nasty. And again, this I don't know. You've got axioms or the Clay axiom or the Clay bit of advice to do, but clear thy 2-bar.
Yeah.
In doubles, in singles, but in doubles, it's clear. Get it up there, especially again to a player like that. And let me ask you something, because this just popped in my head. I'm always constantly asking myself or challenging myself to make sure they're not saying like they're good for a blank, or they're
good for a rookie, I mean? Good for a girl, good for a kid, stuff like that. Good for a grandma.
But we also say
you're saying that's bad, right?
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, but in my head, I'm thinking, well, there's like a parallel when you say, well, he's got a master on his team. He's got a master. You know what I mean? Like it feels it's in the same vein, not the same thing in the same vein. Is that fair to say that?
Well, what exactly are you saying before I say whether or not I think it's fair?
He's got a master on his team. The master should be doing well. The master's going to do well. The master's going to master. So
I will say that, first of all, I think that's accurate. And second of all, I don't think the word should be anywhere in there. It's not that I think Tommy Yore should play well. It's that I think he will play well. He's the best player, not only on the table, but in the building. He might be the best player in the state, maybe in the world. Who knows? He's really, really, really good. So if Tommy Yore shows up and plays his, most likely successful game, then yeah, it's totally fair to say, all right, Jeff, just clear the ball. You got a block. That's gravy. That's bonus. Now get rid of the ball and you win. Your forward is that good. See he gets the ball up the table, and Tommy Yore finds a way to get it on his 3-bar. That's how that's going to work. So I think it is fair to say, and it's accurate to say. And more often than not, in a DYP match like this, where you have some mid-ranked players who are very good, and a master who is so much better that you can only call the opponents good. I think that's fair. I don't think that's an insult or anything else like that. I don't think it's disrespectful to say that the world champion on the table right now is going to win this if you give him a chance to.
Right. So it's not like we have a different No, we we do have a different expectation of masters.
I think we have an expectation both ways, and the way that we say it is different. It's not insulting to say Tommy Yore is a master. He's a world champion. We can expect a certain amount. That's not an insult. It is an insult when you say, "Oh, somebody scores from the back and they're a rookie." Well, that's a pretty good shot for a rookie. Well, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. Don't do. Like and Tommy right there scores. Tommy Brewer scores from the back. Nobody's saying, "Wow, that's a pretty good shot for an amateur or an expert or whatever." Now, if that was Ryan Moore, you'd say, it didn't have as much stank as it normally does.
Right.
So there's no reason to qualify in the ways that people often qualify, which I think is the point you're making. There's no reason to say, well, he hit that pretty good for a teacher.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Stop saying that.
And he is a teacher. But, and I love this. This is a conversation that I just find very fascinating because I think that, you look at the chatter that goes on Facebook and wherever else people that play foosball.
Yeah, the place where brain cells go to die, by the way.
Yeah, where they go to die. Yeah. But we talk about so much of, there's just so much, that's the way it is-ism, if that makes sense. And I just, whatever ways that we can talk about foosball to bust us out of that paradigm, that mindset, makes me happy.
Yeah, well, let's try this on for size. Game 1, it's 3-3. Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal versus Ivan and Tommy Brewer, and now it's 4-3. But this is a close match, and this is a match where people will often sit back and go, well, obviously Yore's going to win. Well, don't do that. Just watch the game. Mm-hmm. This is a close match, and it's close by skill. It's not close by bad luck or good luck or any other thing. This is a good match.
Yeah, no breaks, nothing like that. It's just been clean, right? And I think, and that's where, to me, foosball gets in the margins. Like, it's close, and you kind of have that expectation that Tommy's going to pull it out, doing stuff like that with the 5-bar shot. But the question is, when you're trying to get better at foosball, you have to look at this and think, well, how? Look at the why. Break down what is actually going on. See if you can do it yourself.
Well, I can tell you right now, Tommy Yore is catching every loose ball in sight. And that is a big part of why they're up 4-3, because he's getting shots off of these loose ball pickups that most players are not going to get. Notice what Jeffrey Kobal is doing here. He is currently struggling to get a good clear attempt off, right? Tommy Yore. Yeah,
there it is.
He leans over and says timeout, but also calls the timeout himself, which you can do as a partner, by the way. And that's the smart play. You have timeouts. That's what they're for.
Say that again. Say that again. You're in doubles. Your partner has the ball. You can call a timeout?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now, if you call timeout and your partner shoots it, there's some real Michael Phelps action on the table right now, dude. Your partner can call a timeout if you have the ball. It's fine.
Huh.
And often, Dennis Ori has done that with me when we've played together, and I actually appreciate it. I don't always think to call timeout. But again, here, Jeffrey Kobal, he doesn't need to be Billy Pappas, Ryan Moore, whoever. Just clear the ball up the table, man. That is a smart play. That's him being successful as a foosball goalie. And again, Tommy just picking up the loose ball here off a failed clear attempt from the other side of the table.
Buries that, goes up 1-0 in this first game in the finals of the Draw Your Partner here. The 2023. We're playing on Big Tiles Championships. All right. Second game underway here in this finals to Draw Your Partner. Ivan and Tommy down by 1, but it was a close one, Clay.
Yeah, they were in that one all the way up until 3-3. They were either ahead or tied for most of that. And then Tommy Yore just did what they do, which is an asinine way to describe that. He caught loose balls. He got shots on goal.
And he hit the ball dead bar. What? Was that extra special dead bar?
That is just not fair. That was reincarnation bar. All the way to the afterlife and back.
Oh, okay. Ivan showing courage under pressure, though. That gaping middle.
Yeah.
2-1.
I don't know why he's shaking his head there. Why are you apologizing and looking at the other player and Oh, I'm sorry. I scored a game and, scored a ball in a game where I'm trying to score balls. I'm sorry. I don't get that.
I think that really summarizes it right there. The disdain that I think you hold and I hold too for the table tap.
Yeah.
Why would you apologize for doing that? Which it's like if I went to the McDonald's for some god awful reason and they gave me a Big Mac and I apologized for eating it, even though I went there for a Big Mac.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's more like McDonald's handing you a Big Mac and apologizing. Sorry, I'm giving you the thing you exactly asked for. I hate it. I'm triggered.
So mad right now.
Pissed. Well, the funny thing is here is it's actually it's 2-1 again. I think it was 2-1 last match, and the goals are not going to be easy to come by when you're playing Masters. And so if you're Ivan, like, just celebrate it, dude, because it's not going to be long, and you're going to have Tommy breathing down your neck here, just threading the needle.
So Jeffrey was desperately trying to clear that ball. Ends up on the 5, and a 5 quick to the 3 to Tommy, and Tommy just buries that and then gets the ball again from that steal. Tommy's going to Tommy, Clay.
Yeah, I think he does that thing right there better than anybody in foosball right now, where he takes a rolling ball and just passes it straight to his 3-bar after defending a 5-bar pass.
Ivan just looked like that was a throwaway pass. He didn't have any reason to do that. He just kind of did it.
Feels like he's given up. Like he knows he's reached his limit on what he can do.
It is championship point now, and the draw your partner as the timeout is called. Yore and Jeff. So Jeffrey is playing.
He's not the reason they're losing. Call it that, and it's okay.
I like that.
Because they're not losing. Also, he's doing the things that win foosball matches. Who knows how well he's blocking right now? To be honest, I couldn't even guess at a percentage right now. It feels like Ivan has opened each game very well with his shooting percentage. But one thing Jeffrey's doing, he's not giving up free possessions. He's not giving up free shots to the opponent's forward. He's getting rid of the ball. He's giving his forward a chance to pick up loose balls. Right there, you saw him sweep the ball away. He's keeping out the slot. And there's a reason that happened, probably because I'm bragging about how well he's playing. Just turned it over to the 3-bar. But that's it. In my memory, that's the first time that's happened this whole match, and you're doing it on match point. So that's a win. He doesn't seem like he's trying to be a hero. He does seem like he's working through a little bit of nerves and what are my options here. And he knows how good the opponents are, and it's worth saying the obvious. It's not an easy team to beat, even if you have Tommy Yore on your team. But he's still clearing the ball. Like
yeah, you absolutely hit the nail on the head there. It is, he's working through some nerves. Why wouldn't he be? Is this maybe the first finals table he's been in, streamed? That is a great sound effect. It is championship point for Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal.
See, just keeping that goalie rod back, sweeping the ball away, you're keeping the garbage out, man. Right there. That's a goal on a lot of people. And you could say what you want about the speed of the ball getting up the table. Bottom line is he cleared it. And that's what you got to do as a goalie.
Tommy scores, pulls within 1. But my goodness, though, Tommy Yore is just ridiculous. Match point, Tommy Yore. Buries that down the middle.
Set number 2.
Alrighty, folks. Nucks are being bumped. We're in the second set of this Draw Your Partner final of the 2023 Beatdown. I'm Adam Gills, and this is Modern Foos. Tell you what, we were talking in the previous match about, I was talking about having expectations of Masters. And one of the things that I was expecting, or just thinking here, watching this match, was that Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal were winners of the winners. They were not. They're coming from the elimination side. Ivan and Tommy, in fact, were the ones that put them into the elimination side. This is a rematch in this finals, as that ball gets swatted back, and it is just amazing to me to even comprehend what it is that I'm seeing, but it is what it is in this second set for the Draw Your Partner finals. Tommy Yore, Jeffrey Kobal on the left-hand side, Ivan Klenovskiy, Tommy Brewer on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I would have lost money if you told me that Tommy and Jeffrey were coming out of the elimination bracket side. I just assumed that they had won, because why wouldn't they? And of course, the answer to that question also on the table. Funny thing, this foosball game we play. Turns out you actually have to play the match.
Oh, darn it. That's been my issue. I'm told I didn't win nearly as much as I was supposed to because I never got to the finals.
Who said that?
Bukash.
Oh.
Probably.
Okay.
Of course, though, watching Ivan and Tommy's game this weekend, especially playing as a unit, they're good. They're here.
Yep. Definitely playing like a unit.
2-0, though, in favor of Yore and Kobal.
This is where you have to call a timeout. And I know that we say the Tommy Yore timeout and all that stuff. This not just because it's 2-0, but it's because of how it's 2-0 and how quickly it's 2-0. And very likely to be 3-0 very soon.
By a millimeter. Tommy Yore just turned on the wood chipper and just said, get in.
Yeah.
But you're right. The how is the thing there. Because Tommy is just on fire.
He's swatting at things. That's not the first ball he swatted this second set. Klenovskiy there. Go ahead.
Reels that in. Looking to go up 3-0. And he does. And this is just, I don't know. What do you do, Clay? What do you do in this moment?
I call a timeout moments ago. I don't let it get 3-0 without calling a timeout. And then in the timeout, I step away, talk to my partner. What's going right? What's going wrong? I mean, it's fine you called a timeout here. Better late than never, I guess. But it's 3-0 against a very difficult opponent. And Ivan just leaves the table. I don't know that they have much to talk about. You have to know in this moment. Everybody is aware when they're playing a top player like Tommy Yore. You know it. Even if you don't know it, you find out real quick. It's hard. It's not easy to pass on those kinds of players. So that's a given. You have to remember, the opposing goalie is not the same level of difficulty as the master forward. So take your time, try to find a way to get a possession on your 3-bar, and then relax a little bit and know I can score on this guy. I'm not playing Bobby Diaz or Ryan Moore or whoever else. But you can just feel there's a level of anxiety, even as it's on the 3-bar, that doesn't belong. And it's no disrespect to Jeffrey Kobal, but you have to know, hey, call it what you want, but I can score on you. And just relax and shoot and score, man.
Yeah, I think that's a really great point. I think that's an excellent point because Tommy Yore's influence and ability is great, and he's going to be coaching his teammate. But his ability does not extend. That is a beautiful pass to the 3 of Tommy.
Great defense by Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely.
To just commit to not bobbing off of that on the tap.
But for Ivan, you cannot play Jeffrey. All due respect to Jeffrey, you cannot play him like he is Tommy Yore.
Right.
And you can see that because the shots that he's been missing, those deep pull sides have been hitting the corner. He's trying to put a little bit extra as he throws that rod.
Man, hit him with the Fonzie.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, he did that.
Hey, I could pretty much hear him slick his hair back, break into a musical with his switchblade hairbrush.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the Fonzie! I love that. I hope nobody overdoes it. I don't want that to jump the shark. As Tommy calls a timeout.
What's the switch here for? Why are they going back? Or did they only switch for the 5-bar D? It looks like Tommy's going back in goal.
Yeah, it does. I think that maybe just Ivan needed a moment for the Fonzie.
Commit to it, man. Fully commit. If you're going to switch, get in the back. There you go. See how this goes. Play it out.
31 in the second set.
Doing a really
Tommy
nice.
Yore
Sorry.
Jeff Kobal.
He's doing a really nice 3-man defense here where he brings that outside guy in. And that was good D. Tommy, both Tommies tapped the table. That is borderline federal.
Let's just get out of here, dude.
Yeah. Noah, get the boat.
Noah, get the boat. I just got that.
It's where it really is nice to have some simplified version of your. Look at that simplified version of your 5-bar, where you can just go to a A/B, very vanilla, possibly sometimes C option game, because you know if you're Ivan Klenovskiy here, you got to find a way to get the ball, man. Tommy is just brutalizing your team right now. I mean, Tommy Yore is getting the ball. He's getting all the loose balls. His partner has thrown a couple passes up there. He's passing the ball. He's scoring the ball. You need shots on your 3-bar. And it sounds cheesy, but new game. Start over. Find a way to pass the ball.
No, but it's not cheesy, though, because you're right. He's still continuing to do what it was that he was doing that's not working, and he's just passing without intent. I get it, that's Tommy Yore, but there's still, I don't think that bump out the way he did to end that last game, or what he just did now, there's any rhyme or reason to it at this point. And I get that. I mean, Clay, I'm a serial panic button pusher. That's why I don't play professionally anymore.
Good dig in.
Yeah, Tommy Brewer, for all of his silliness that you may call it, he's about as smart as his hats are grungy. 1-0.
About as smart as what?
His hats are grungy.
Oh.
Although that's a pretty clean one today.
Can't quite read it. What does that say?
I believe that says, I love DILFs.
Nope. Oh, another table tap. Just take it back. He looked at us right there. You see that?
Do you do you think he's doing that? He's doing that on purpose.
What, table tapping?
Yeah.
It's not an accident. That's what you're wondering.
No, I thought he was doing that to incite rage from us.
No. No, he's a nice guy. That's a nice guy thing to do.
I'm gonna puke. Yvonne. Tippy tappy.
Again, you didn't shoot here. Take another. You have 15 seconds.
2.
You know, that worked that time. They jump out 3-0 quick.
I still don't think that was setting anything up, though, right, Clay? I mean, that just didn't. It's not. It was a quick shot. It went in. But then what? What's the next shot going to be? What's the shot after that going to be? Clay, how far ahead? You know, you've had some good finishes this year so far. You got second in this open doubles at this event last year.
Yep.
Oh, what is your thought? How far ahead are you thinking on the 3-bar when you're shooting? Are you setting up shots ahead, or
you're always setting up? I mean, you have to always. If you're going to sit there and not shoot, you need to use the information that they're giving you while you don't shoot. So you can consider it like, hey, what am I doing in these first 2 seconds every time? And even though you're not doing anything on it, you're knowing that in the first 2 seconds or whatever it is, what's available, what's not available, and you can use that later. Probably what Yvonne did on that last one. But you should always be watching the defense and storing as much information as you can about what's happening there. In this situation with Tommy Yore shooting on the 3-bar, he's been blocked 3 pull sides in a row with the same defense that Tommy Brewer has offered him. And I would bet money that the next time he gets it, he's either going to go some kind of tap middle or a quick middle or a push side. Because Brewer has given him some defense that's been a problem, and it's not been accidental. He knows what he's doing. Another pass attempt. Those clears are just money, dude. It's just money. the middle. And even though it did ricochet a little bit off the men on the way there, it's still that's what you do. You got to know, hey, I've been blocked a few times on this pull side, and it wasn't a random chance block. I mean, Tommy Brewer has put a defense there, and the guys has been blocking my guy. So now I'm going to go middle, probably going to go push, see what else is on the go because the pull side is just not there. And again, he goes middle. Again, it ricochets off if you got to block the whole ball, man. That is not garbage. That is not slop. That is not a break. That is a shot on goal that was not fully blocked.
3-3. That's a quick 3 from Tommy. They called a timeout down by 3 and said, yeah, let's just tie it up.
Can't spell activated without T-I. It spells tie. I gotta go, Mom!
It's that kind of commitment, Clay, that makes that work.
Brutal time to not clear the ball. It's 3-3, and you don't even get any meat behind it. You don't get anything but just a soft. I don't know where this is going. Just a soft, weak little here, right to the opponent's 3-bar. I mean, hit the ball. If you're gonna hit the ball and try to get it past the opponent's forward, hit the ball. Stop touching it.
Yeah. That is sage advice. Hit it, don't touch it.
Yeah, just you don't love the ball up the table, smack it.
Don't give it a here. I didn't do it right. Here. No, I can't do it.
Stay in your lane. Do you.
Oh,
you do
man.
you and I'll do me.
Wow. The dressing down in public.
Get undressed
From
then.
Clay.
Another nice pass.
Ivan. How much pressure do you think there is on him?
All of it.
Internally.
No, he feels
all of it, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's good enough to know. I've seen him play. I've watched him play. He's a good player. He's not another good play there by Kobal. When Ivan gets it on his 3-bar, the pull side is immediately open, and he normally sees that. Good D. Look at that goalie rod. That's what I'm talking about. Ball gets up in the air. That's something going planks. You are not going to go in behind that rod. That is just fun. Good fundamental foosball by Tommy Brewer. I love it.
A little bit of an air ball there by Tommy Yore.
Yeah. And again, if you're Kobal here, just hit the ball hard in any direction that's not backwards. Your teammate will get those most of the time. That's brutal. That's 2 turnovers in his last 2 possessions. 1 from the 5, 1 from the 3. Uncharacteristic.
Tommy Yore has a remote control in his pocket.
Just been gobbling balls this entire match.
Four unanswered points.
And no
From
timeouts.
from that ball goblin. Tommy Yore is now, I can say with a degree of correctness, championship point for Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal.
And again, he just turns it. It's just a free possession. God, I really want to see a third game here.
It's just that it's just it. Clay, you do stats, and hopefully at Washington State you'll be doing live stats and have a stat
100%
overlay.
will. I'll guarantee it right now.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I'll take that bet. I'll put a 100. I don't have 100 of anything.
What are you saying? We're about to start playing foosball again.
I forgot.
It's that gif of that guy slipping on the ice.
No,
I said, ting tang walla walla bing bang. I get it. Okay. I want to see a third game. Maybe that'll spur. Maybe.
Yeah. How often is this is now championship point for Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal? Reels this in.
Smart.
And calls a timeout. How you've done stats? How often do you see this? How often do you see 3-0 comebacks, 4-0 comebacks?
Oh man, it is.
Is
I
it
don't
often?
have a number on it. It's super rare. I mean, 3-0 is pretty much a win with most players. I mean, you get up 3-0. I don't know what the stat is. I'd have to go back and look. I would guess that it's probably in the 80% range, 90% range.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pure guess. I will say there's no. I'm not looking that up. I don't have that to look up. I can tell you I would bet money. You say 3-0, I'm gonna say, all right, name your price. I'm in.
It is championship point now for Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal. Blocked by Brewer. Who wants to take this to the third game? We all want this to go to a third game.
Brewer's been playing some insane defense this game. And again, if you're Kobal, you just got to hit it hard, man. That's all you got to do, because it's either that's going to happen, which is okay, or something else will happen. But you're not going to give it to the opponent's free bar. Just hit it hard. And here we are again. That was open-handed, I believe. And when you try to finesse it up the table, it's probably not going to work out for you. What a pass. I'm surprised he didn't call that a jar. He's smiling. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was not pretty. Yore, though, continuing to roll with it. Championship point. Buries that, puts that away in second set. And in 2 games, Ivan Klenovskiy and Tommy Brewer are double dipped by Tommy Yore and Jeffrey Kobal, who go on to win. Did draw your partner here at the 2023 Beachtown Beatdown.